This broadcast is directed at young people, that generation that enacted the END SARS Phenomenon. Elections are being advertised again. The people who sold your future, but who denied you the teachings of history, are inviting you to come yet again to renew your bondage, reinforce your enslavement by way of elections. Ninas is speaking to you now. A choice has to be made. Whether your skills and energies will continue to be made available to those who are determined to ruin your lives. They have impoverished you. They've closed all avenues by the way they are doing the things they do, by the way they chose to run the country on the basis of a unitary constitution that centralizes everything, takes away everybody's assets, everybody's sovereignty, everybody's power to do even the least of things for themselves. That constitution is the basis of the election. They're inviting you once again to come to support them with your skills. You're going to be making posters, you're going to be campaigning for them online, you're going to be doing all kinds of things. Of course, from the abundance of the money they stole, from the abundance of the looting they've been doing, they're going to pay those who will be doing those posters for them and those who will be running the online campaigns for them amongst you. And so the time has come for us to take a step back and consider the choices we're making. The campaign right now, by those who know what has gone wrong with the land, for which young people are escaping in all kinds of directions. Some are escaping to China, some are escaping to Libya, some are escaping to Europe, some are escaping to America. What is it? What is wrong with that Nigeria? What is it that is chasing everybody from Nigeria, particularly young people, some of whom are trekking across the desert, ready to swim across the Mediterranean Sea, and they die in these numbers. You get overseas and you even see the ones who got there all the while. They wish they could come back. They are struggling to come back. But to which country are they returning? The country where people are going around beheading others, banditry here, terror there, with a government that is presiding over the destruction of the country, with a Fulani invasion that is happening in a collaboration with an illicit federal government. That's what's all about. That's what's going on. But it is enabled by the constitution under which this next election will be conducted. And so we are inviting the young people to please find out by what constitution would the winner of that election govern, and what does it have for you. It already makes you the slave. Your grandparents were the slaves of the British. Your parents have been tormented by Nigeria. The instrument by which that torment is being done is the constitution under which this election will happen, if you go with them. And so, like we have been inviting other segments of society, we want you to dress back and make informed choices on this matter. Shall we proceed to election? They're telling you about free and fair election, that the winner will have to swear to defend and uphold the constitution that guarantees the damnation you see, that guarantees that there shall be no electricity, that guarantees the insecurity we see, that guarantees the infrastructural decay we see, that guarantees the electoral haste. That is, that central electoral body they call INEC is responsible for all of what goes wrong with the election, and nothing will change in any of these things, whether it's security or infrastructure, election. There's no rule of law possible under that constitution. Why are you why are you going to make yourself available for the renewal of the life of that constitution? They ask you to form party. They say, oh, go and form youth party. Come and join us so that you can take over from us. They've been telling you since over 50 years ago that the future belongs to the youth. You are the leaders of tomorrow. Has that tomorrow not come many, many times? Have you been allowed to come near leadership? Why do you go to reinforce that marginalization, that damnation? And so we will be asking, NINAS is asking, that you use your education, your skill, all of what you know how to do, to find out what you have been invited into. The parties, whether they are APC or they are PDP or they are ABGA or they are mega party, all subscribe to that constitution that ensure your enslavement, your bondage, that choke you out of this economy. And if you submit, if you agree to go with them at the time we're asking you not to go with them, so that we can take down that constitution and recover our right to decide to own our lands and do for ourselves what we can do. Those two have been confiscated by that constitution. And going to election is to go to renew that situation, reinforce that situation, reinforce your damnation. We do not know how else to say it, but the choice has to be made. If we choose to go to join them and do election the way they're advertising it, at the end of the day, the winner of that election will swear to defend and uphold the constitution that keeps you down. And it will be your making. It will be entirely your making. But we know you can do better than that. And therefore we invite you to please just pay attention and go to the way of life instead of the way of death. Visit www.ninasvoice.org to find out some more about how these things are going. We are able to do it. We can't be overpowered by the few who want to be governor and senator, not minding whether we all get killed, because they are going to make so much money. That's what it's all about.